Greetings, I'm EpikTek, and this is EpikTek. Welcome back. Hey, we got some fun stuff for today. But first, check this out. We've gotten a fair amount of stuff. This chest was completely full a minute ago. I combined a bunch of the broken bows, and gave ourselves a little more space. But yeah, we gotten some good stuff. This is new. This must be from the new update. Basal's rod? I don't even know what that does. Let's see. You can apparently turn it into 2 Basal's powder. Or 4 in a pulverizer. And that's it. And you can also get some pulverized obsidian out of it. And let's see. What can you do with this? You can make petroleum dust. And then you can melt that down in a crucible into tectonic petroleum. And put that into a floor or a bucket. And that's it. Now, I read something about this in the update. Apparently, it pushes blocks out of its way or something. I can't remember. We're going to have to make some of this stuff just to see, but not this episode. Another time. We've got a couple of miniature red hearts. These are really handy. Assuming you can get yourself a necrotic bone, which I've got an idea for that. And several diamonds. And that's about it. That's actually fairly simple to do. Of course, we got ourselves a bunch of rotten flesh, some pulverized obsidian. We don't normally get that. And an ender pearl. Yay! These are always handy. Okay. Oh, right. And we've got ourselves a bunch of bones. And right now, let me grab, let's say 16 of those. And right now, I've got a bunch of stuff I'd love to bone meal. You can see I've got a couple of fruit trees, another one over there, that really could use some actually getting out of the ground there. And I found some jungle saplings. So those 4. Oh, hey, and another ender pearl, too. I'm going to have to go collect that. But first, I want to grab some bone meal. Now, I could just throw that into my interface here and get 3 bone meal each. Or I could throw that into a sag mill. Nah, it's not a sag mill. That's a sag mill. And I could get myself, let's see, 12. Now, I believe it's actually normally 6, and I just got lucky on that because there's a certain random increase. There we go, 6, yeah. But still, that's a no-brainer. I'm going to do that. I mean, we don't have so many bones I can just go throwing them away. I'm going to take a bunch of this stuff downstairs. I also would really like to put away this ender pearl before I lose it. Where do I not have any more? There we go. Oh, I also found I found a queen bee. So eventually, probably not this episode, another time I'll put that into an apiary and we'll play with that. It's kind of interesting. So look at that. From 8, I got 56 bone meal. That's awesome. Also, I would like to make myself... I realized I went out and got some leather because one of the things I want to do today requires a lot of leather. And I realized I'm going around killing cows with my bronze mattock. And it has luck on it, but I really don't think that was improving my leather drops. So I want to make an actual weapon that could actually be useful at some point in time. And I thought, well, what better weapon for... yeah, like killing cows and that sort of thing. I mean, we're not going to fight monsters, at least not anytime soon, than a cleaver. It has the highest damage capability, and it has a natural beheading ability. So if we need something, if we need the head of something, which that might come in handy later, we'll see, then what better thing than the cleaver? So that's what I'm going to do. I've actually already made my plate. I've decided what plate I want, and I've made at least one of these rods is going to be alumite, but I want to see whether the other one's going to be alumite or obsidian. And I just kind of wanted to show you real quick, kind of as a reminder. I've thrown my stone large sword blade into my casting table here, and I've already got one piece of aluminum brass on the bottom, and I'm just going to go ahead and make this. It destroys the stone piece there, but that's okay. We didn't need it anymore anyway. And then we'll just go ahead and it takes 8 alumite. I just made a ton of alumite because, oh gosh, I thought I made a ton of alumite. Wow. Goes through a lot. We'll have a few extra pieces. Oh, okay. Let's do this. All right, so here's the question. This is going to give us 14 attack and an effective durability of 4,021. Now, this has a durability modifier of 1.3, and this has a durability modifier of 0.8. But this has reinforced 3, and this has reinforced 2. Luckily, we don't have to do the math on that. The actual durability is 3217, but the effective durability is 4021. Let's throw this in here. Let's see what that looks like. That's not as good, huh? The actual durability is lower, and so is the effective durability of 3714. So we're just going to make this a very pink sword. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to call it... Actually, I'm going to call it a very pink sword. Let's at least call it a cleaver. Cleaver. Very pink cleaver is going to be... There you go. And so now we have a very pink cleaver. Yes. Lots of fireworks. It's wonderful. All right. And then I can use that obsidian tough rod for something else. I'll just throw it right here. Okay. So we'll use that occasionally, and eventually I'm hoping to get some modifiers and actually increase things. No thinky. Oh! Well, I guess I didn't need the... Oh, that just grew on its own. That's nice. Okay, well, let's go chop it down on its own. Let's see. Lumber axe. Probably one of my favorite things in the world. Boom! Ooh, now I have haste. I absolutely love jungle trees. That was actually a really wimpy large jungle tree. Oh well. Let's do that. We have another ender pearl. We now have 3 ender pearls, and I've got an idea for what to do with one of them. But before we get there... Wow. What is it with this game and just foiling all of my plans? It just grows things. I have been watching those sit there and not grow for the longest time. Okay, well, whatever. Let's force that one to grow. That's 5 apples. No, cherries. 5 cherries. Yeah, we'll leave it. All right. And this one I'm excited about. Peppercorn. Come on, peppercorns. 2. I got 2 peppercorns. No! By the way, I discovered that it's easier to break these guys with a pickaxe than with a regular axe. Really? That doesn't seem right to me. And that has 2 pairs. Also lame. Okay, well. Luckily, that's not too big of an issue, because we're just going to go ahead and grow them again. And now we have some bone meal to make it fast. All right, you better give me 4 saplings. I'm going to be very upset if you don't. Come on. Give me 4 saplings. I wonder. So those are apples. Those are cherries and avocados. Don't think I have much in the way of avocados. I want to try something. Hey, look at that. Huh, neat. You can actually kind of force these to grow. I've never tried that with bone meal before, but I guess it makes sense, right? Yeah. There you go, bone meal. Wonderful stuff. I have so many peanuts, I've just been breaking these, and I'm going to plant something else here. I have absolutely no use for peanuts, and so... I mean, not no use. I have plenty of uses for peanuts. Yay, give me 4. Okay. I'm just going to plant this again. Ooh, it even gave me an extra one. That's nice of it. That's actually very useful because I believe... No, it's not pears. Oh, it's peppercorn. If I want another peppercorn sapling, I need jungle tree saplings. You can't just put anything on any sapling. It has to be the right kind. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There it is. And let's grab this bone meal. Hey, now that's peppercorn. Nice. Very cool. Well, just so you know, these peppercorns can be used with a mortar and pestle to make black pepper. And there's a lot of different recipes that require, including fried chicken. I love it's a creeper face instead of Colonel Sanders. Anyway, there's a lot of different things you can make that require black pepper, and now we can. That's not the one. There's one of these that's like really useful, like really has a lot. I thought one of these had a lot of hunger, and I forgot to silence that again every time. There we go. I thought one of these was worth a lot. And I was like all excited. Hey, I can get pepper, which means I can get this really awesome thing. And as I'm looking through, I thought it was the spicy mustard pork. But clearly not. Lame. Oh well. Okay, never mind. Peppercorn is not exciting. It's kind of exciting. It's not as exciting as I'd like it to be. But that's okay. Oh, is that another... Yeah, whatever. All right, enough down here. Let's go do something else. I just wanted to show you bone meal. By the way, do not, I repeat, do not use bone meal on an ender lily. Here, I'm actually going to show you what happens. Because, well, you should see it. Okay. Okay, what's this at? See how it's at 14%? Oh, that's great. Now it's at 0. That's right. It actually reverses the growth. It takes it all the way back to 0, as a matter of fact, if I remember correctly. Oh, definitely need more carrots and corn. Sorry, why am I doing this? I can't let them sit there. It's impossible. Okay. And since it's bright again, I'm going to show you this. This is like one of my favorite things. Grow a gigantic... That's really kind of a wimpy tree, too. It's not too bad. And chop. And it all comes down. And now I've got wood for days. I love jungle trees. Oh, there's one up there. There we go. Okay. We're going to go put this bone meal away. And we're going to get to work on a couple of other things. Yeah. So I made the cleaver. Oh yeah, I also moved this. So now I can put everything away there. Oh, and I have one piece of nutmeg. Gotta find a spot for that. Well, this is all like my spices here. Let's put that there. All right. So for the most part, in this mod pack, armor really isn't that necessary. It's, you know, it's handy. Don't get me wrong. You know, you fall down or run into something, and it's helpful. But it's also there we go. Okay, it's not necessary. But there is some armor that is really handy, and I'm going to show you what it's called. What you're going to want to look for is the word traveler or travel. Travel. There we go. This is Tinker's Constructs armor system. The Traveler's goggles, vest, wings, which by the way go into your leg slots, because that makes sense. Boots, gloves, and belt. Each one of these is a little bit different than armor that you're used to. My favorite by far is the Traveler's boots. 1 piece of aluminum, couple of string, and 6 leather. We're going to do this, and I'm going to show you what this does. Now, by default, it does... let's see, where did I put my aluminum? I think it's still over here. I've been starting to reorganize there. What it does by default, in the case of the boots, is it gives you high step. Okay, you can see it says ability high step. Now, normally as I'm walking along, if I run into a block, I can't go any further. with high step, one block acts like stairs. Also, that's a bad example. I need something too high. There we go. This is too high. There we go. So I can't jump any higher, but I can walk up higher. I am not pressing space, as you can see, and I'm just kind of popping up. These are now stairs to me. Hi, guys. But it's not going to help me get in and out of my fenced area or anything like that. It's just going to let me walk up and not have to sit there and jump. That's especially handy for some of my when you're digging out of a deep mine shaft and you're just kind of digging up at an angle. Those are now stairs. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, the other ones that are useful, the Traveler's Wings, as you can see, says high jump. You can now jump up too. So I would be able to jump up from here up to there. And then, I guess we can just look this way. The Traveler's Gloves, you're probably wondering, well, what slot do you put these in? There's a new set of slots, and not all of them are used. This mask one is not used by anything, but the gloves go right here. By default, they do nothing. However, you can add redstone to them, and just like a weapon, they make them faster. Just like a tool, they make them faster. What it actually does, if you're digging barehanded, it actually speeds this process up. So now all of a sudden you can dig with your hand as faster than you can with a shovel. It's handy. We'll probably get to that one as well. The vest, faster swimming. The Traveler's Goggles allows you to zoom. Kind of handy, not extremely handy. The belt allows you to swap out the hotbar by hitting B. So you hit B, and this whole hotbar down here, if the first time you use it, will just go invisible. Oop, gone. You've just lost it all. And you can put other things in there, and then you hit B again, and it switches back. And you'll now have basically an extra line of inventory by switching this back and forth. I'm not a big fan of that one. But then again, I tend to keep a clean inventory, as you can see. So it's not normally an issue for me. It is nice to have one more, but I could just carry a satchel around. I don't know. You might like it. These Traveler's Wings, these are handy. But 4 bronze, 2 gold, and an ender pearl is kind of, well, that starts getting up there in the painful level. But as it turns out, we actually have those things. So I'm going to get that. I even ended up with an extra one. I'm kind of happy about. Let's see, what was it? Like this, and like this, and that. Yep, there we go. And now if I right-click this, it goes right into my, like I said, leg spot. But it looks like it's on your back. You can kind of see it there. It looks neat. And now I can jump twice as tall. So I can just jump, jump, jump. Anyway, that's fun. You can also add to all of these, and those are all in your book. You can see Tinker's Weaponry Materials in New Volume 1, I think. Yep, armor modifiers. You go all the way to the end of this. You'll see the armor modifiers. Night vision for the goggles. You can get better dodge. That's not as useful for us. Stealth is, I do not understand this one. It turns you invisible while sneaking, except for versus monsters. That's not helpful. Featherfall. This one's crazy. You do need another ender pearl, a bunch of feathers, and a block of, I think this has to be blue slime. But it means that you will never take falling damage again. You actually fall down like a chicken, like slowly. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a slime island around here somewhere? I thought there was one up there somewhere. I think that direction there's a slime island. We can actually go up there and get one of those blue blocks of slime. They actually have them at those slime islands. So we'll do that eventually. Not to mention slime's useful for other things. So anyway, so let's see. Let's also, one other thing is I found these are really slow. Wow, look at that. Another 64 and 2. That's great. Gotta love it. Look at all that. Look at that. It's just tons of it laying around. Okay. These are really slow. I would like to improve these. So I'm going to show you one last thing, and that is how to make a double layer capacitor. Now this coal powder is as simple as throwing coal ore. This is the way I normally do it. You can throw coal in directly, but if you throw coal ore in, you actually get more coal than normal, plus you get a chance at pulverized coal. And since we've been using the hammer, I've got a bunch of this coal ore. So you can just throw that in here and you'll get some of that pulverized coal. That I've already got 2 of these. I'm ready to go. The thing that I actually need is a couple of these, a couple of these, and a couple of these in the alloy smelter. This is going to make us... Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I need 2 more of each of those. This is going to make us energetic alloy. And we need 2 energetic alloy to make the double layer capacitors. Those double layer capacitors we'll be able to throw into these guys and speed them up. And you can see speeding up the alloy furnace is very important. It's still exporting up there. And yeah. Oh, no, up there. I really need to do something about this, don't I? Just so much. I am looking forward to getting into applied energistics. Here, we're going to do this really quick, and then we'll be actually, if we do it fast enough, we'll be able to see. There we go. Grab one of these guys, and we put it right in there. And do you see the speed difference? Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Boom, 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 boom. It's just massively faster. So handy. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to go put this over here. And we'll put that into the sag mill. There we go. Now it does use more power. There's more power in there. Yeah, I don't know. It can store more power. There we go. Thank you. It can store more power, and it does use a little bit more power, but honestly, power is not our issue anymore. Oh, by the way, I did make this one taller. And I'm thinking I might actually make it even bigger between this episode and next. More so I have more space on the sides than anything else. It's just, at this size, there's not enough room to do anything. One of the things I want to do is be able to automatically control it so that when this starts to run low, it automatically turns this thing on and off. And yeah, well, we'll probably do that sometime soon. So there you go. What do you think? All good stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm happy about this. This is so handy. Just being able to just walk up anything, and I'll just be able to walk over here and do that, and you know, I don't have to think as much about my XP. So, all right. I'm thinking next time we're gonna try and do something with this. We gotta. Oh wow, I got some glowstone dust. How did I get glowstone dust? Where do you get glowstone dust from? Huh? I have no idea. Well, I'm thinking I might actually grab this peaceful table next time and take it over to the end. Not the end. We're not ready for the end yet. But I will probably take it over to the Nether Fortress. And you guys will get to see the Nether Fortress. This is actually probably one of the most boring Nether Fortresses I've ever seen. Just, I don't know. It's just kind of mostly out in the open and not really... It's huge, but meh. Anyway, if we take this over to another fortress, there's actually a blaze spawner over there, and I believe that if you set one of these guys down next to a blaze spawner, you'll actually start getting blaze rods. Blaze rods are actually something that we need. So, anyway, I think that's about it. Time to wrap up. And thank you for joining me. Again, as always, comment, like, subscribe, anything you like, and I'll see you next time on EpikTek.